Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Okay, like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Pisceans to your family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hold on, my dog is kind of trapped. Let me go let him out. Okay, so this is an Archangel Metatron reading, okay? So I don't know. I was having this conversation with somebody in low key about, I say low key because it was kind of through comments, and he was all like, I'm commanding the energy, and I don't know. For some reason, I thought about that, and Archangel Metatron was like, well, what does the Bible say about commanding energy, And so he gave me like four different scriptures out of the Bible. Okay, so the first one is John chapter 4, verse 24. It says, God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. Okay, so I mean, I feel like that's very self-explanatory. It's like, if you really truly worship God, then you should do it with your whole spirit, with your whole truth, by standing in your truth and being as honest as you can with the people around you, if the situation calls for it, because people ain't always, gung ho to hear the fucking truth about who they are and what they really be on, even though they know it's the truth. But anyways, the next one says is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, for the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of the soul and of spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. So I feel like when it comes to the things that come from the mouth of God, within you, it is very important that you really take God's word and use it in the best possible way. Okay, like your words are so powerful, and it's important for you to try to really understand what the divine is saying to you, and not really get ahead of yourself, or feel like you have all of this power, you know what I mean, where you can just snatch and knock anything down, and I think that that's really important. But also it says it's sharper than any two-edged sword and piercing to the division of the soul and of spirit, so also there's this energy of, you can have people around you who are divided in soul and like divided of the soul and of the spirit, so it's like, not only do they not really hear you when you say things to them, because they're like in their own world, totally divided and just worried about themselves, not even worried about their connection with the divine, but it's like you have the power in your wholeness with that word of God that you receive to either take things left or take things right, So just like always be aware of that, and always try to look at people that are not on the same page as you, as just that, as people who are divided of soul and of spirit. It says of joints and of marrow, so also this energy of like them being, because they're divided of soul and spirit, they can have like health problems, health issues, and things like that. I feel like it's very important for you to discern the thoughts and intentions of the hearts of others, but also of your own heart, and just try to keep things as pure as you possibly can. Yes, we're going to have times where we get frustrated, where we get upset, where we feel like, oh my gosh, I can't take this fucking day no more. Okay, that's how my day was yesterday. My day was like just unnecessarily chaotic, but I think it was more like just my emotions and how I was feeling, and it was just crazy. Like, y'all see, I didn't record Thursday or Friday, but there was family in town visiting, and of course the energy was just thick and nasty. Okay, so we got First Corinthians chapter 12, verse 6. It says, and there are diversities of workings, but the same God who worketh all things in all. Okay, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get the next verse, but I feel like, it's pretty self-explanatory, even without the next verse. It's like, yes, there might be diversity in all of the things that you feel yourself trying to work or you feel yourself trying to accomplish, but the same God that works all things works with you, works on you, and works on the people around you. So you really don't have anything to worry about as far as that goes. And when you are aware of these things, he's saying this is when you are really truly commanding the energy with responsibility and the true power that you have to flex. So Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 says, "But the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." Okay? It says, "Against such things there is no law." So you're free to go around, and spread that beautiful fruit of the spirit. Spread that love, that joy, that peace. Try to have as much patience as you can, even if you lose it. Catch yourself and come back from that place. It's not always easy. Like I said, I had a very frustrating day. I had a whole lot of, a whole lot of mumbling and irritation going on under my breath, but still, I didn't lose sight of God. You know what I mean? I didn't lose, like, I was still very conscious, still talking to the divine all day, still asking for that patience and asking for that help. So I think that that's very important, especially when you're dealing with people, who are irritating to you. Okay. We got Wildcat, and it says, "You never know what's lurking" at the bottom of this deck. And then we got Ancestral Spirituality, and we got Divine Timing at the bottom of this deck. These are the overall energy decks. So it's like, you do run into negative energies or whatever, but it's like you never know really why. Like, you never really know what's lurking underneath that negative situation you could be having with somebody. You never really know what lesson or what beautiful gift is lurking underneath all of that. So it's important for you to try to keep your head cool and really just don't even look, grudge, bury, don't carry. Try not to hold a grudge to people, because at the end of the day, they're just distorted versions of who they should be, because they ain't trying to be nothing better. And I feel like when it comes to commanding the energy, when it comes to controlling these types of energies around you, the best way is to have self-control. This is what Archangel Metatron is really wanting to say. We got exploration with step outside of your boundaries. Maybe in the past you were always someone who would address that bullshit right away, and really jump down people's throat, because they disrespected you or whatever. But it's like, you're not in that energy anymore, and that's really good. Or this is an energy that you need to step out of. And, like, really on a deeper note, people don't even deserve you addressing their asses. Okay, they don't even deserve it. What's this? Okay, we got Teacher with Share Your Knowledge. I feel like there's so many more important things you could be doing with your words, so many other people that you have to help, rather than trying to waste your time and energy trying to help people who don't even want your help. Okay. Yeah, we got Reflection with Get Out of the Box. So maybe there could be a little bit of time that you need to, like, reflect over certain people. And it's so crazy because my eyes, like, you can see, it's still a little red and irritated. But I've seen some shit over this weekend, that I needed to see. I heard some shit I needed to hear. And it really let me know how people really are and how people really feel. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the layer, the protective layer on my eyes got, like, snatched off. Okay. Like, really, this was a product of me actually coming to the realization of how people really truly are, around me. And it really left my eyes red and irritated. I did some crying and some more stuff, guys. Okay. I really had to learn some things over this little weekend, over that little tiny break that I took. And Spirit saying, like, always know that you have a friend in them, that they'll always be there in times like that, when you see when you're experiencing these veils and things getting, like, snatched off when it comes to certain people. But I feel like maybe you could have been like me and you could have discovered something about certain people around you, and that could have really removed a big block for you. Okay. We got job interference. Okay. So some people could have been trying to interfere with your job, feeling like they have the job to command your energy when they just really don't, because they're not operating out of, they're not they don't possess the fruit of the spirit. I mean, they do possess the fruit of the spirit, but they don't spread it around as they should, you know. They put conditions on the fruit of their spirit, okay? Woo! That's kind of deep, okay? It says bringing drama to the workplace and showing up on your job, coworkers plotting on you, okay? Look, group effort, gang moves, you know. So you could definitely be, I don't know, dealing with the family, dealing with a group of people in some capacity, you know, who just really don't like you and don't like what you do, but still act like they like you and they like what you do. And that's fine. You keep on giving them that love, that peace, that patience, and try to be as kind as you possibly can, you know, even when you feel like they're pushing you like to the very limit of, you know, how it is. Because at the end of the day, they're heartbroken as fuck, okay? It says disappointment, third party betrayal, hurt, pain, and ending. And also, you know, like I said, I was crying, you know, like I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like I've been very emotional over the last few days because I'm just dealing with a lot of shit, bro. And it's like not nothing really hard, you know what I'm saying? Not nothing that's gonna kill me, but so frustrating, so irritating, so upsetting to like my spirit, you know what I'm saying? To find out and see certain things and see people act the way that they act. It's so upsetting. Like, it's so disappointing because you keep waiting for these people to fucking grow and to fucking change and to be somewhere better. And I feel like you could definitely probably feel me on this, or I wouldn't even be addressing it in this reading, you know? But I feel like at the end of the day, you know, as sad as you might feel for those people are truly fucking heartbroken. They're in a way worse place than you are. So I always say, you know, cry if that's what you got to do. But at the end of the day, divine timing is at play. And you're always going to attract true friends and true unions that are going to be there for you and give you what you really truly need, and not give you a whole bunch of fake love and talk shit about you behind your back and then smile in your fucking face. What else? Excuse me. But this one is a little bit, I didn't know it was gonna like hit home like that, but it did. Okay? Because it's a lot. It's a lot going on with the energy, you know, just old energies being cleared out, negative energies being handled, but it still affects me because I'm extremely empathic, and you could be the very same way, you know. Okay, we got take charge and action. And then we got learning experience right here at the bottom of the deck, which is perfect, you know. At the end of the day, all of these things are a learning experience, and you just got to keep your composure and embrace that healing energy that has been brought into your life. Because at the end of the day, it's a blessing. I be telling spirit, like, I do not want to be crying on camera. And they don't care. They don't care, you know. It's really hard for me to hold back tears too. Like, I cannot just not cry. That's just such a strange thing to me. So what does it say? It says, oh no, not take a step back, take charge and action. But I mean, people could be trying to get you to take some sort of step back from whatever it is that you're doing, when what you really need to be doing is taking as much charge and action as you can before, you know, circumstances, I don't know, not before circumstance. I was going to say before circumstances change for the worse, you know, but that's kind of just like a pessimistic way of looking at it. But I feel like this energy of you preparing for the next thing, you know what I'm saying? You preparing to move, preparing for relocation, preparing to get away from these types of energies, okay? It says, don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity now. And unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example, respect yourself, and lead rather than be led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often, Angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. It says if you are feeling ambitious at this time, this card is asking you to trust in your gifts and potential. You have the opportunity to move forward in your career, personal life, and spiritual life. You are a co creator with the universe, and your angel's guide, my bad, your angel guide is encouraging you to take action by setting clear intentions, having a strong vision, and taking the action steps you need to make your ideas come to life. You are showing the universe your commitment to your expansion. Know that with every step you take, your angels are with you, cheerleading and encourage you to rise on up. So rise up, focus your intention, and set it out like an arrow, more of this energy of you really focusing on what's important. At the end of the day, that's one of the most powerful ways that you do command the energy. You embrace whatever it is that spirit is encouraging you to do, and everything falls into place. You stay focused on God, you follow what he wants you to do, and you discern the situations that you're in and try to bring as much love and joy and peace to that situation as you possibly can. And if you can't bring any, then go ahead and walk away from that shit and know that it's going to get handled at the end of the day. Like, you can have people really taking advantage of your kindness, you know what I mean? Like, they still looking at that shit as if it's some sort of weakness, or looking at you because you're nice, that it's okay for them to take action against you like you did something to them. But really, all you're trying to do is go out and explore and step beyond your boundaries and be something better and more expansive than you have ever been before. And that's not a bad thing, baby. So don't let anybody come in and try to tell you that that's what it is. And of course, at the end of the day, they're not even telling you that that's what it is. They telling each other, because that's what they do. You are a beautiful architect, and now is the time for you to be in this architect type of mindset. Know that you can build and create anything that you want. That when you set your course, it is an amazing and beautiful thing, and that it is something that is for sure to come, as long as you put in the work and you have that trust in the divine that that thing is going to come. We got Archangel Gabriel also, with this trumpet, just this type of energy is what it's giving me right now. Of course it has blue, because Archangel Gabriel can also work very well with the throat chakra, and these birds in his hand are catching my attention. So I don't know. One bird is flying up and one bird is kind of sitting. So I feel like when it comes to like expressing yourself, you could be kind of torn in between the two things, like, well, should I say something? But I feel like it's just because I seen the views of the ego when I just did that right now. And I feel like it could be the view of the ego that you need to say something, or that you need to check a bitch. Like, you don't need to say nothing to nobody. And when you're not saying nothing, you loud as hell, okay? We got the treasure. I feel like, but it kind of can't seem like it wanted to be in reverse. So it makes me feel like it's kind of not about you. I feel like this is addressing the energies outside of you. I feel like people were like ransacking, whatever it is, ransacking, like, let's call this room your life. They were ransacking your life, trying to figure out how they was going to get this treasure, how they would be able to take it. But at the end of the day, they could never take it, okay? And that's why they heartbroken. And also, they didn't even know where to look for the treasure. The treasure was in all of that nice, beautiful happiness that you spread into their lives. But they don't see it like that. They feel like treasure is money. Oh, treasure is gifts. Treasure is things you can buy. So now they're in this state of reflection, really reflecting over the way that they've been treating you. And some of them are just in reflection because the last thing didn't work. Now we got to try something else, okay? Yeah, we got the initiation with Count Saint Germain, okay, which is that violet flame energy. I feel like transmutation is going to be very important to you at this stage in your journey. I feel like I'm talking to people that's right where I'm at, you know what I mean? Where you are still surrounded by a lot of people that that don't like your ass. And it's like they could be going out of their way to make you feel like You deserve not to be liked. You deserve all of this shade and all of this shit. You deserve to be like the shoveler of their shit, you know? Sorry if I'm cussing a lot, but I mean, that's what it is. And Archangel Metatron saying, just go ahead and do the violet flame and transmute this out of your life. You don't, this energy is not yours. If you find yourself in a negative place, that energy is not yours. You are, with this Uriel and the Sphinx energy, in this place where it's important to keep your mind straight, to keep your mind solid, and to remember what is the point, what is the goal. Because at the end of the day, people gonna slide in and try to distract you from that goal in any way that they can. Even if it means pretending like they love you, like they want to be with you, or like they care about you. We got the Three of Forces, okay, with this Three of Cups type of energy. That's what the Forces is, cups. You know, so also I feel like you have really built your nest properly, you know, and the divine is like, you know, hand feeding you or mouth feeding you whatever it is that you need in order to continue to carry on, you know, and just know that you really truly are on track with what it is that you're doing. Or shit wouldn't even be getting hard. It wouldn't be getting hectic. People wouldn't be acting all stink and acting weird. We got Hilarion at the bottom of the deck, okay? And the Five of Keys under that. Like this beautiful energy of your ancestors, making sure that your wish fulfillment always comes true. And this might feel like a path that is unknown to you, but you always receive the messages on which way that you need to go, because this is the Eight of Scrolls or the Eight of Wands, you know? You always find your direction. So just don't forget that and continue to take charge and action, and know that God prepared you for everything that you're experiencing at this time and everything that you will experience along this journey. You are prepared. You got all the tools, all the knowledge, and all the power that you have to command the energy in the way that you want it to work. Now I feel like the tears at the beginning was a little necessary because it kind of put me in the energy of where I needed to be with this, you know. My spirit always uses me as an example, you know, because who else am I going to use as an example? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to use myself. So know that you're in this beautiful place of independent wealth, and that there are a lot of people around you receiving this energy of judgment because they still focused on you and on your treasure and trying to figure out how they're going to keep you from being in this calmer waters, you know, trying to come in and manipulate you. But that is a thing of the past. Okay, with the world under that cycle is closed. Okay, so if you are going through something, if you are having some sort of tower like the tower that I was having, you know, just know that with this more Eight of Wands energy, you know that at the end of the day, you're having a good tower. The things you're being shown and the things that you're being made aware of is helping it to be much easier for you to detach when you need to detach, when it's time to get the fuck on, okay? So always remember that God don't do nothing for no reason. He don't show you who people are just so you can sit around and be like, oh, okay, I love that. No. If you see something within people that you don't like and you feel like it's rubbing you the wrong way, you know, as soon as you can, it's important that you move on from that. What's the One of Keys and with the Architect? The Architect. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles, baby. Because you are this beautiful architect, and everything that you need and everything that you want is here for you to grab, you know. It might not always seem that way, but in the moment, that thing is there, you know, and that's the most important part. This moment right now. Yes, I had a shitty day yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But in this moment, I feel great, you know, I feel so much better because Spirit really broke it down and really explained to me why I was going through all of this, you know, for the last couple of days. Like, since I stopped recording, okay, I pretty much, you know, was like, like, I feel like I did that so much over these past couple of days, you know. But it was all in the name of me seeing things a lot more clearer. So just be on the lookout for that and try not to let like the emotions of it all kind of override you. Like, know that it's okay for you to walk away, because I'm gonna put this under setting your course, okay, with the Three of Scrolls. It's like you walked away for what is coming in next. And even if you still sitting up around folks, know that you already walked away, okay? And they can feel that shit. What's reflection? We got the King of Pentacles, okay? So there could be a King of Pentacles, some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That could be in reflection about you, you know? Maybe they were looking elsewhere, feeling like, you know, there was a treasure, something better that they could find, you know? Some better people that could treat them better. Worried about this money, like I said. But really, you was the money. You was the thing that was supposed to help them get to the next level. You was supposed to take them to the next place. But it don't have to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could just be, you know, really money hungry people. But I said they're in reflection, you know, about how they treated you, about the actions and the, you know, about how they chose to take charge and action in their own lives that affected you maybe in a negative way. We got the Justice under this, okay? So I feel like it's really a big part of your justice that people walk away from you and then they see you. They can see you. They get the opportunity to see you right there in your face. And when they choose not to, it's like they're immediately blind to you again. Like they get those moments where they see the real true you deep down within. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could be very open with people, very forgiving of people, always trying to transmute energies that don't serve you and all of these different things. And it seems like a lot of people just really aren't appreciating you for that. You know, what's initiation and the Count Saint Germain, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is where what is the most important thing at this time. You know, that ability to transmute things, like that's going to be um very important to you when you are going through a tower. You know, or coming out of a tower. Like it's really important that you transmute that energy. That's how you really, he's saying that's how you really command the energy. You know what I mean? Transmute the negative energy that you don't need from those situations and keep only the positivity if you can. Because I really had some shit on replay in my mind, you know, just reflecting. I just really did some deep reflection over the time that from the time I wasn't recording, because I had this stretch of time, you know, where I wasn't recording, and there was a lot of people here and things like that, you know. And then after everything cleared out, you know, when I got a moment to myself, because I went to go work, you know, so while I was out working, you know, I feel like a lot of things were just going wrong, but there was a lot of things going on with me emotionally, you know what I mean, where I just really didn't feel good, you know. So spirit started like, you know, pouring in the downloads, because I asked, you know, like, well, what's up, you know, like what is up with me is what I said while I was crying, like what is up, you know. And spirit came in and started really showing me all of the different things that I seen that had my spirit upset, but I really wasn't looking at it the way that spirit was seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been looking at this entire situation the way that spirit has been seeing it. And that's why I said it felt like they just ripped, like they just ripped the covers of my eyes off, okay? And I feel like now I see things a whole lot clearer, and I see why they've been saying all of the stuff that they've been saying. So this same thing could be sort of happening for you, you know, and it could feel like this horrible tower, but really it's leading to a place. It's leading to this recognition that was important. It led to nice, clear answers about the people that surround you and about the shit that they on, you know. So really pay much attention to what's going on. And pay attention to what spirit's trying to show you, because they're not showing you these things for no reason. They showing you these people and how they act and why they under judgment, whether they know they under judgment or not. What's Uriel and the Sphinx? Justice, okay? But it's like also, you know, this ability to change your mind, this ability to be an observer of your thoughts, this ability to have access to all this information is a part of your justice. But I think he's saying like it's really important that you use that type of energy to maintain your balance in a major way at this time. Also, that's Libra energy. There is Cancer energy and there's Scorpio energy. I think that's Scorpio. What's it's either Scorpio or Virgo. They look a lot alike. Okay, what's the three of forces with the bird's nest and on track? We got the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, you're so on track. It's like usually I would see this night, as like this being delivered to you, but it's almost like, oh, I'm here on the road again. It's almost like you're about to get this abundance and hit the road, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're not coming back. No more, no more, no more, no more. I feel like whatever it is that wherever you're trying to go, whichever ways you're trying to expand yourself and your horizons, you're doing a great job. So, like, just don't feel discouraged and don't feel like anybody has any power over you. Make sure that you're using your mind very wisely, like the Queen of Swords, being honorable, utilizing the element of air in the best way for you. Because I find it so interesting that air came out, like an air sign, this Libra energy came out under Uriel, like the way that you think is the most important thing at this time. And honestly, like, I kind of let the emotion like get the best of me. And so Archangel Metatron saying, like, try to avoid that. I tried, but the energy was like it was so thick. And then it's just like, but you could be going through an ascension, and you could be in this place where you're going through an ascension and you're going to end up with all of these blessings. So you could be definitely doing some inner child healing at this time. And like I said, with the energy of the two birds in Archangel Gabriel's hand, there could have been some sort of split energy, or there could be some sort of split energy going on within you, that you needed to tend to. And I'm only saying, like I said, I'm using myself as an example. Like, this is something that I just dealt with, and Spirit really wants me to use that. I've seen feminine right here, this feminine energy. So now's the time for you to really exercise that, in order to help you rise above, the nonsense or whatever challenges that you might run into, because they're not really challenges. And in that moment, it's really hard to look at it like it's not a challenge, because it is a challenging thing. A test is always going to feel like a test, but also maintaining this awareness, this knowledge that it's just that it's a test meant to see how you react and see if you really are prepared for separation. Are you really prepared, like, to be, or like, are you really prepared to close out those energies for good? Or are there still things that you're learning, that you're healing, that you're not seeing with these people that might still have them around or have them in your energy? What's the One of Keys and the Ten of Pentacles? We got compromise. So I feel like that's also very important, while you're working on getting to where you're going, or while you're working on trying to advance yourself. It's very important that you bring bring the fruit of the Spirit into everything that you're doing. Have that love and compassion that allows you to compromise with people, because I didn't like argue with anyone or, have any altercations, but I might as well, you know what I'm saying? Because I can feel all of the energy. It's like, it's almost like that was the goal, to like split my energy, to like have me so upset. And I really tried to like stay Ray Charles to the bullshit the entire time, and to just separate myself from that. But I ended up just having to compromise and to just, do a couple of things I didn't want to do in order to make sure that everything went more smoothly. And so this could be what Archangel Metatron is wanting you to do. What's the Three of Scrolls and the Eight of Cups? We got awakening, okay? And that's what I was saying. This veil being like snatched off of my eyes. It says realization, progress. It also says your twin is awakening to your connection. So maybe this energy of you showing Spirit your ability to come to a mutual understanding with them and the people around you, showing a little bit of flexibility, and also giving and taking when it's needed in order to attract the proper rewards to yourself, you know. What's king, the two of keys and the judgment? We got self-worth. So, you know, you really truly have discovered the treasure within yourself. And that's calling in so much judgment to these people. And they are in regret, whether they look like they are or not. You know, they could be smiling, you know, acting like everything's so great. But like, I refuse to fucking act like everything's so great all the time. I mean, usually it is. Usually there's no issues. But every once in a while, like, everybody rolls into town projecting an evil eye in, and it's really hard to ignore that shit. What's reflection and the King of Pentacles? Vibration, okay? And we got divine timing, okay? Come on, Archangel Metatron. I feel like he on my head a little bit too. But it's up to you to set your vibration to where you want it to be, you know? It says energy and positivity, raise your vibration to attract what you desire. And then divine time talks about patience and perseverance and peace and trust that the divine knows when, you know? So having this time where you reflect, but only to raise your vibration to a higher place, you know? And knowing that spirit knows when to come in and drop that bag on you, or when to come in and remove that person from your life, or when to come in and be like, you just won $10 million, you're moving to another country, okay? You know, you just never know how it's going to happen, how spirit's going to come in and change your life. But it's never what you think it's going to be, you know? But it's your job to keep your vibration high and to really have that trust in the divine that they are bringing things, to really believe and trust in yourself that you have the power to command the energy in the first place, you know. What's initiation and the Count Saint Germain and the Ace of Pentacles? We got sacred space, okay? So it's very important that you go within into your sacred space and do that violet flame energy, you know, like utilize these different divine energies that you have. And also don't forget to like forgive at the end of the day, because it's like when you're holding a grudge, that thing is heavy on you. It's heavy on your heart, and it weighs you and your vibration down. It doesn't get anybody anywhere. And I feel like there's also this energy of people wanting you to be mad at them. They want you to be mad. They want you to be upset. They want you to be explosive. They want you to cuss people out and beat a couple bitches up while you're at it. But that's not who you are anymore. So don't forget to go within, you know. Take that time, you know, by your altar, or, you know, get some prayer, light a candle. You know, it says commune with your own divinity. Don't forget to commune with your own divinity and to clear out your energy, so you know what's yours and what's not yours. So you know when a test is here. So you know what a tower looks like. So you can command that energy in the way that you have the power to do. And don't forget that a lot of people are still distorted, not connected to their light, not understanding who they are, not understanding they're one with everyone and everything. And when they gossip and when they do all of this bullshit that they love to do, that they're also hurting themselves more than they're hurting anyone else. What's Uriel and the Sphinx and the Justice card? Control, okay? It says stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations, you know? So it's like, try to stay out of that energy where you kind of convince yourself that you have the ability to like command someone else's energy. Because it said self-control. Where is that? It said love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control are the fruit of the spirit, okay? And that there's no such law against those things. But there is, you know, universal laws against trying to control others and trying to, you know, cause stagnation for others and trying to make others, you know, be in a delusional place, or being too delusional where you think you actually have the power to control another. That's a problem. There's universal laws and stuff in place against stuff like that. So try to stay out of that energy and make sure that you're able to attract your justice, and just know that this is where other people are, not because, oh, they just want to control you at all costs, but because they just don't have no control over themselves, and they just have convinced themselves through this delusion that they really truly do. We got regret, okay? That's what I said. We got summer, okay? So right now, they regret the way that they treat you. We got balance, because you will always come back to this beautiful place of balance. You will always be able to continue to go on and to deliver in whatever way you need to do for God. You will always be able to deliver in your co-creation that you have with the divine. No one will ever be able to stop you from doing that shit. So it's very important that you keep your faith up. And like I said before, know that you are prepared for this. What's the three of forces, the one of scrolls, and the knight of pentacles? Okay, we got outcome. So the outcome of it all, is that you will get a resolution. You will always get a resolution. Any problems, any issues, any worries that you may have, you will always attract the resolution that you need, that in the right time, in divine timing, when spirit is ready. Okay, because I didn't even know if I was gonna record today. I was like, Spirit, are y'all sure? Y'all want me to record tomorrow? Like, I work from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, and then I took my sister to the airport. Early in the morning. Before that, I took my sister. She had to be there at I think we left at 3 something, because she had to be there at 4:30. I don't know. We might have even left a little bit after that, and it was just a very long day. And I just really was like, I don't know, I did my hair. I was like, I don't like my hair. My eyes was like bloodshot red all day, very irritated by the sun and the things, and I was like, Spirit, what is going on? Is this some sort of upgrade or something, And they were just like, yeah, so like I said, with this awakening card, you're going through awakenings, you're going through ascensions, and people are observing you. Don't ever forget that. It says social media fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. So people could be very invested in what it is that you do, even though they act like they don't. And they in a split energy because they love that shit that you do. And they see your potential all over you, but they refuse to surrender to the divine, because it's much easier to attack you than it is to heal their inner child. They love to talk about you and what you own and what you need to fix and how you ain't shit, but they don't talk about themselves and what they need to fix and what they own and how they ain't shit. So don't worry about it, because you always going to receive these blessings that's meant for you. You always going to continue to ascend, because you carry the fruit of the spirit. Now, what's the final thought on this? Okay, and Archangel Michael ain't ever finna play no games when it comes to protecting you and protecting your energy. I feel like I seen strategy and I seen all tied up. And here go Archangel Metatron, okay? Know that you have his beautiful cloak of protection over you, And it doesn't matter how people scheme or strategize or try to cut you down behind your back. It's never going to be successful. Because at the end of the day, that's why it's important that you know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what your truth is, if you don't stand for something, or you'll fall for anything or something like that. You know what I mean? If you don't stand for nothing, then you'll fall for anything type of energy. Stand for yourself. Stand for your truth. Know who you are, and don't feel like other people have the power to affect that or affect you. Try not to feel so heartbroken, because you're not doing anything wrong by trying to advance in life and trying to be better. Anybody that has a problem with you doing those kinds of things are fucking sick in the head, okay? Excuse my French. But we in France, okay? We got the community right here at the bottom of the deck. What's the final thought? We got a woman holding a heart, and then we got victory. Like, you will always be victorious, and you will always find that beautiful healing, and your creative energies will always shine so bright. Okay? And Archangel Michael gonna always protect these things, because you have chosen to walk the temple path, and you really truly are doing things the right way. You really are being balanced, being positive. And it's like a problem. It says female dealing with family, love, or emotions. It says the woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair and holds a lovely large heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love. Or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive man or woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also portend a new love, interest, or a friend coming your way, you know? So, like I said, like just be on the lookout for new energies to come in. And if you don't see those new energies come in, then just know that spirit is not done showing you things yet. But make sure that you always continue to take action and that you always continue to explore outside of the boundaries of what you feel like you normally would do, you know? Like I'm really learning how to react to things in a different way. And I feel like you could really be there too. But also I feel like I totally regressed, you know, when I got the chance to like be very peaceful, to exercise what I feel like, you know, would usually be on. I felt like it was just the energy was too much, you know, but I still feel like I handled it in the best way that I could handle it, you know. I didn't like, you know, express, you know, to everyone that I had a problem. I talked to my sister a little bit, but honestly, I feel like nothing I say to these people is even safe. Like they just go tell everybody everything. You could be texting with folks, they taking screenshots of the text messages and sending it to other people. Like nothing is even like I can't even say nothing to these folks. Nothing's private, you know? And like you could definitely be in a situation like that. So also this energy of you being very careful who you're talking to and what you're telling them about yourself, you know? Not like to be overly paranoid, but also just to be aware of who you're wearing your heart on your sleeve with, because everybody doesn't deserve that kind of energy, that kind of openness, and they're not even respecting that open honesty that you give them. They're just using it as some sort of tool to control you or to control the outcome of the situation. So with that, I'm done. Okay. I hope you got something that you needed out of this. You know, I hope you don't feel like it was all about me. Cause I mean, it wouldn't have, that wouldn't have been in there if it wasn't for you too, you know? So, like I was saying, I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this. And I will see you later, my love. Bye.